We are the ones your mother warned you about!
Yeah, the best crowd. It's the outside crowd. To start us off, I'd like a word that is very fun to say.
Word. Alacrity.
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 We got engaged after 3 weeks. If you think
It
that's
wasn't
fast,
what I would call a slow engagement.
It was fast.
It was what I would call speed dating constantly.
we met on a Ferris wheel,
I met
which
Trevor on a
sounds
Ferris
romantic,
wheel.
but it wasn't since I was working on the machine.
And he was working on the machine, and I was stuck at the top, actually.
And
I was crying,
And I'm just
because I'm afraid of Ferris wheels.
I left her up there for half an hour.
Sister
I
made
love
me
to do this.
Go there by myself, and I was just
Uptight.
screaming down, please, please let me
Upper
down,
middle
please
class
let me down."
women, and she's crying, and you know, and then in the middle of, she stopped crying and
And I
started
look,
singing.
I look around and I go, well, there's nothing I can do. I
She
just gotta
started
sing.
singing, and
It's
instead
like,
of being afraid, she just started singing. And it began
my
a
knuckles are
chorus.
white on the
It
single
began a
bar
chorus
that's holding
among all
me
the
in.
stranded passengers, and I had to meet the woman who had was
Dude,
singing
everyone
on
is
a Ferris
singing.
wheel.
And when that guy finally lets me down, I'm so pissed. I'm so ready to just knock his block off. But he was handsome.
Okay, so yeah, I got that going for me. I said, look, lady,
He had grease all over him.
I did,
and he was like,
did
"Look,
all
lady,
I could.
I did all I could. I
There
really
was
tried.
there was a
there was
young,
a thing, and
there was a
widget,
puppy
and
stuck
blah,
in
blah,
there.
Blah, blah, and a hug,
And,
a puppy. And I swear to God, he hands me a puppy. And I'm like,
Yeah, the bearded lady keeps them in her shed for times just like these. This is how carnies get
sweetest,
laid.
it was like a meet cute
But you know what?
So I asked him on a date. We went on a couple of dates.
Turns out we both love French romantic poetry.
We love French romantic poetry. We both love to
we're
go
both-
rock climbing.
Yeah, rock club. We're both into True
neither
Blood,
is very
but
good
not
at.
Twilight.
Very discerning vampire people. He's my soulmate. He's really my perfect match.
We are into high places and speedy things.
And
We're gonna buy a Corvette.
We're moving so fast, and I want it to keep going. I want us to keep going fast. I want us to get married on like that thing, that jet that flies up in the air and it's going so fast and it
The
goes back
Vomit
down.
Comet.
The Vomit
I
Comet.
brought home
And
the
you're like,
brochures
"Ooh."
this morning.
And we can get married.
Honey, I do, but I hope I don't.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I look gross.
You look beautiful.
I mean, I look disgusting. Like enough to throw a ball out to knock me into a tank of water.
Yeah.
I'm not the clown that your dad was.
Look, we took you off of that Ferris wheel thing and we put you where you belong, hovering over a beautiful tank of dirty water.
I was so scared as an infant.
No.
I can't believe they abandoned me in that Ferris wheel.
I understand. We're so glad that we found you like that little puppy.
Look,
Oh, that little puppy.
it didn't turn out too bad either.
I know. You will live your destiny.
Did you see it, Esmeralda? Did you see my destiny?
I did see your destiny, and it is sitting on a 2x4 above a hovering tank of water with little 5-year-olds tossing balls at you.
I can handle 5-year-olds.
Uh-huh.
Does anything bad happen in the carnival?
No, nothing ever bad happens in a carnival.
I've just been putting stuff up, and all I have is this stash of comic books that are grotesque and horrible. That's a strong man bending a woman in half.
Well, they got rid of that one. It was a little bit. Look, they had to get rid of the one-eyed kid and the turtle lady and
The turtle lady?
Okay. Well, I mean, we're scaling back. It's really hard times in the carnival world. Okay.
Was the scaling back a joke about turtle lady? Cause so I'm on a 2x4. I should test this out if they're cutting corners.
Come on. Walk up there. Get up there. Oh, honey. It was like you were born to be up there.
You're ugly!
Oh, that's good! That's good. Okay.
You smell peculiar. You look like a turtle lady.
Oh, that is the bottom line.
Wow, I missed! Your arm works like a slug.
Okay.
Right? $5 gets you 3. $3 gets you 7.
$10 gets you 20.
That's right. Your dad was a failure at being a clown. Oh my God.
What?
What? No. Your beard's twitching. No.
Veronica, where are the glasses?
Hell if I know.
We should have looked at this house more closely.
What?
That's why we don't have any glasses. You keep breaking things. You know, you could show a little more respect for mortals and their things.
The Count himself is coming over tonight.
Yeah, me, I'm a small magical creature.
You know, when you mumble, I can still read your mind, okay?
You know what I miss?
Your mother.
Sunlight. You know what I miss? Not being able to see myself in any of the shiny things in the house.
You're beautiful.
I wouldn't know.
When the moon strikes your face, you
Hey.
sparkle.
Can you see yourself in this? No, you can't.
But I know who I am, Veronica. I'm a middle-aged vampire.
Yeah, you're like 400, 500 years old, you found yourself, you've been through your crisis, you bought a Corvette, you bit a couple of young things, it's great. Don't give me that.
But you've always been my daughter, and it's... I shouldn't have let them bite you.
No, you shouldn't have let them bite me.
I shouldn't have let them bite you.
I am permanently petulant now. Perfectly preserved in the status that I existed in when I was bitten, which is 17, hormonal, and ticked off.
Goddamn Van Helsing!
Yeah.
You should have seen your mother.
You should have
There was-
seen... Fine, sorry.
She
go
was
on.
hurling crosses. She was hurling crosses at him and the bones of his friends. And when she stomped, the earth quaked, and he just hit her with a lucky shot from that state gun. That is unfair.
Now, what I was going to say was that I was angry that you were not there to stop him. I'm angry at you. I'm very good at expressing it. I am angry at you because you did not save my mom. She was a fantastic vampire. Her makeup was always perfect. She didn't have a mirror. Her makeup was always perfect. She could smell garlic from a mile away. She could turn into a bat, and you know what? It was a cool bat, not one of those that are like infested with lice and things. She was a great vampire.
You know where I was?
You were a middleman. You were the kind of guy who thought vacationing in Texas was an awesome idea.
I was with you. I was protecting you. I've never been a fighter. Your mother was always the fighter, but those hunters, they don't let up, and your mother knew that. She sacrificed herself so that we could be together. And I got lonely, and I didn't want you to leave me too, so I made you immortal. Sorry.
You are not forgiven.
Will you at least wear that nice dress of your mother's to the party?
This one?
The Count's bringing his nephew. I know what you feel about him. I
Freaking hate it that you can read my mind! Oh, get out! Get out of my mind!
Oh, okay, I won't read your mind.
Fine, I'll do it.
And I'll even let you have a little bit of blood. I love you eternally. Kids. Good day for it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that'll do. That looks good. That'll do. Yeah, well, it just became real for me there. Oh yeah. Sometimes the walk from the courtyard will do it. The tomatoes from the crowds will do it. Kisses from the virgins, that'll do it. But it's often just a simple walk up to the galley that'll do it. It's just, tomatoes must be expensive because all they threw were rotten avocados. Whoa! Must be a noble one then. Oh, it's very nice. I better spit shine the old rope then. No, I wasn't anybody special, I just took some things that didn't belong to me. Oh, I didn't take them fast enough. He's innocent, everybody! No, it's not like that. I am responsible for my deeds. I moved through life. I didn't have a home. I went from community to community, from job to job, taking, and now you guys are gonna take something back from me. And even though it's a little bit lopsided, I mean, life versus money or virginities of women or what have you. I mean, I'm not complaining. Okay, maybe a little bit. We do love to kill our middlemen, our standard corporate middlemen. You people. I should have gone on vacation in Texas. Yeah, you're the kind of people that make Enron keep going. You're just the kind of people who go to work and do what you're told. Go ahead and stand over here for me, please. Oh, really? Just to do whatever you're told. And you just keep on marching blindly right up to the... You don't even see it coming. Do I need to put it on myself? Go ahead and try it out there. Put it over those jowls there, you fat corporate type. Okay, I'm not an actual CEO. He's not a CEO, everybody! Oh, yeah, I didn't even get the bonuses they were giving out. I wonder if your head will wind this much when it pops right off your You think that you're getting the bad guys, but they're scot-free. They're in bed with all your politicians. You're just killing the foot soldiers. I mean, I just moved the numbers around. I could have had a family. I mean, I've certainly sired children. I get the notices, but... sometimes if you focus just on the crowd, you might find a loved one in that last moment to maybe redeem you for us. Oh, I'm just kidding. You won't see anything. You want a bag so you can hide yourself from the overwhelming rush of death? I've got sequined. I got a crown royal right here. It's very nice. I can have I need a last request or something. Or don't I get that? Or he took from us. Now he wants something. Oh! Just like a kiss. You're in the most plague-infested backwater in all of Europe. And you want a kiss? It is. It's my right. That's a death sentence. It's my Let me wedge my tooth back into place. This is my favorite part. If you can't grant a man his last request to the kingdom of Liechtenstein von Luxemburg, you can't kill him. May he ever be hallowed, Liechtenstein von Luxemburg, guys. All right, I'm going to put this. The people's judgment will be done. All right, I want you to pull the trap door and then... That's a very deft maneuver. Pull the trap door and get you on the way down. No, I mean, I want you to... I like to get you by surprise. Just like at the dentist office.
So, I'm a mortician's beautician, and he is the best fixer of dead guys I've ever met in my whole life.
I bring the semblance of life.
He called me
Thread.
one day to work on this older woman, and she was a lovely person, had beautiful things. So as I was gently fixing her
I
up,
was
you
working
know,
on an older
styling
client,
her a little bit,
Lady
and I
Buford
saw him
of
hooking up
Agincourt.
the formaldehyde. I think that's what it is, or whatever they.
I was going. It was one of my
Dead bodies
special
rib.
concoctions. When
The way his muscles ripped against the dead body laying there.
she was my
being
fourth
advised.
assistant that year, but something
Just
shone in her eyes. She
shone in
admired
his
the quality
eyes.
of my work.
He had did really quality work, and I had never actually been in one of those places. You know, it was a little bit cold.
She was obviously inept. Aren't all my assistants?
I decided to use the blue eyeshadow because I could tell her heyday was like 1978, and everybody loves it. So, red lipstick, blue
But
eyeshadow.
when Esmeralda started working on Lady
Sorry.
Buford, it was magic. I was enthralled.
I used the tiniest brush strokes to bring out her cheekbones.
The tiniest
It was lovely.
brush stroke she used, like a Monet, capturing life on her face.
Oh, and I brushed the cheek, and as I looked up, our eyes met, and it was lovely.
There was a feeling aroused in me.
My eyes started twitching with that kind of.
I had to feel Lady Buford. I thought for a moment her heart was beating so loudly. It was mine. After all these years, I have a heart.
I have a little bit of a twitch, and I winked at him, and he winked back.
With her twitchy wink and my social awkwardness, we winked for quite a while. When you work with dead people, you don't get cues. But that was our cue to move on.
I admit that I had been done with her for a
She
while,
loved all manner of gadgets.
but I was just tweaking her. So finally, when I finished, I walked around the table, and I was like, "What's that?" And he was like, "That's what drains the blood." Yuck.
She improved several things. Although the first time she handled the drainer, it was a bit messy.
He said, "Put your hands on it. It won't drain too much." And I was like, "Well, okay."
I instructed her, she placed her hands upon it, and wouldn't you know, Miss Lady Buford's vital fluids were spraying everywhere before you knew it.
It was very romantic. There was red everywhere, and I like red. It's the color of passion.
Before you know, we were playing like children at a fire hose.
I just thought I can never be free like this with anyone else. And he took me in his arms, and he looked at me, and he said,
I said, Esmeralda, will you marry me and live in this underworld of embalming?
and I said, "Sure."
She said, sure. We went to Texas for the honeymoon.
I miss our children. This house is so empty. Don't you miss our children, Jerry, Suzette, the little one? I keep forgetting his name.
No.
Mo, we named him Mo.
I've been waiting 22 years to be back to just you and I. You know?
I don't even remember what we used to do together before we had the kids.
Well, we did stuff to get the kids.
I'm sure. I don't even know how long that's been since we did that.
Well, our youngest is 17. That should give you some kind of man.
What do we do for the rest of our lives?
Oh, honey. We do everything we ever wanted to. We're still young. I mean, okay, so we're not like young and like the hip velvet rope crowd, and we're not young like the oh, I don't know, like those people who can walk in high heels.
I never wanted to walk in high heels.
Well, then that's what you should try. You should try to walk in high heels, and I should watch football. We should do everything that we always wanted to do. You had dreams? Think back.
I don't know. I just drove the hearse for Samuel and that lady that liked the blood all the time.
They were an odd little lot. I don't know why they let them live.
now they're dead, and we just have this mausoleum of children's toys. And
Where you always wanted to go?
I never thought about it. Europe,
Okay.
maybe mountains. I've never climbed a mountain.
There's mountains in Europe.
There's castles in Europe.
There's people in Europe.
Europeans.
Yeah.
I like this game. Where would you go?
I would go to South America.
South America.
I want to go white water rafting.
Aren't you afraid of diseases?
Oh, I'm old. Who cares?
There is a certain, the hell with it quality about being old.
That is what makes it beautiful. We gave the kids their life, and now it's time to go back and recapture ours. You're not old, sweetheart. You're vintage.
You're classic.
You are a late model.
You are...
Your vinyl albums.
Oh! ELP, ladies.
I love it when you talk vinyl.
Why don't we find a place for the needle to fit the grip? I'm gonna need my little blue pill.
Yeah, that
No!
stinks, don't it? That's how shuffleboard is meant to be.
I hit it, and it went too far, and then you hit it, and it went in the thing. I don't even understand how this game is played.
Whatever you're doing, sweetheart, just reverse it. You know, 80... Half of all people over 80 have Alzheimer's. I'm not one of those people. Look at you, activity director.
I got this job because I had a communications degree.
Just walk in here and change up the floor.
Royal Caribbean. It seemed like a good idea. I thought they'll all be docile. None of them will bother. Don't you keep.
What? No, Kung Fu was last night. Yes, activities director. Come on, you remind me of my daughter.
You gonna play fair? You swear?
Oh, yeah,
You
sure.
swear?
Sure as we play fair here.
You're gonna play. Okay. All right. Okay. What do you want? We're gonna play shuffleboard again.
We're playing for the key to the insure cabinet along with the vodka cabinet.
I need this job to pay my student loan. I want to make it up. I'll stop it to
Quit
eat.
blubber. I'm gonna spear you. Or you keep blubbering like that.
I don't like this group. On the commercials, it seemed like it was going to be fun. It was like an attractive middle-aged man and his family and their small children were also well.
I know those guys. They're assholes.
The cruises are just tanned old people.
Old and angry.
We're not angry. We're just between meals and pills.
I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm going to shuffle.
It's off board. There.
Hey, look. Don't do that thing you did last time.
Don't do the thing.
1, 2. Don't do the thing you did last time.
I can't even think
It
that
hurt
fast.
a lot,
I can't.
okay? Both mentally and physically. Just don't do the thing. 1.
Look into these jowls. When I do anything like that.
2. 3.
Watch out! Why? I don't! I need it back. I'll read you a bedtime story or something. Yeah, you can change your diaper. Well, we slipped you in one last night. Good thing, too. All right, I lead 2-1.
Choose the team. That was not fair.
That was ingenuity. That's how we made IBM. That's how we beat the Nazis.
Greatest generation. Listen, you're not great.
That's
You're
right,
very
Tom
mean.
Brokaw forever.
Cruel, all of you're fine. You go. You go.
Shuffleboard. Is it on the 5?
Yeah, it's on the 5. Margaret.
Samantha.
Margaret Ann.
Oh Lord, it's something bad this time. What is it?
We got a card in the mail. Ooh. From the Morgans? I thought we weren't friends with them anymore.
I know that you are uncomfortable around their smallest child.
Yeah,
but
yeah, really uncomfortable. He bit me, Margaret. He bit me.
he's teething, okay? and you look like a teething ring that day with the little tube around your waist. It was just funny. I understand.
He's right there on the front. His drooly face, his beady little eyes.
Well, you think they're doing this to daunt you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Don't, please don't. Stop it.
Come on, they invited us to their holiday party.
I'm not a child bearer, okay? I am technically, but I'm not. I just don't get kids. Which is awful because I know you want them, and when we do decide we want kids, you know, I want us to have them. It's just this kid.
Well, we're not gonna have
most
this
kids
kid.
in general. Well, we might.
This kid has been had.
We might.
Our kids, they would be lovely, and you should not fear the Morgans because they have a chihuahua for a son.
Angry, rabid, teething chihuahua. It's just that, you know, you never know. I mean, okay, we kind of get to pick the father, right? You get the catalog out, you know.
This one's a Harvard grad.
Well, you don't know. We could have a serial killer. We could have one of those awful teething ring children. You never know how they're going to turn out.
Then why don't we pick somebody that we know?
Somebody that we know. Okay, who would you? You're not gonna with them, right?
Well, it depends on how much money we have.
That's cheating, Margaret.
Who's your brother?
That's sick, Margaret.
Your brother and you
Genetically
share
similar,
DNA, and
right?
I want a child that shares our DNA.
Okay,
I
that is a
want
very
something
good,
that
logical.
shares a piece of you with me. And he's single.
So weird.
I know it's weird, but if we approach it correctly, then maybe it won't be. I mean, it's not
No,
like we're gonna go
no,
like,
what
hey,
about-
let's go have mimosas, and you know, and will you have sex with me? No.
No. Look, it's just that it would be. Okay, look. It was Friday night, and I was all, hey, frisky, ooh, you're like 6 months, and all I could imagine would be like, that's my brother.
Well, it's 6
He would
months.
kind
he's
of
not
be
gonna
my brother.
Like, hi, sis, how you doing?
Pick somebody else. Pick that guy down the street. Pick, what's his name? Who does the contract?
Lester?
Yeah.
You want me to pick Lester?
I'm not good at judging men.
No, obviously not.
Healthy?
He's 62 years old.
Healthy 62. Look at him go.
Okay, and he's covered with grease.
Dirty work. Whatever he's doing out there. What is he?
He's fixing a Ferris wheel.
Okay, look, I guess it doesn't matter who. I'm just kind of worried, you know.
Look, we're not looking at tomorrow, are we?
No.
Not looking at 3 weeks,
I
are
don't
we?
even get paid until like 4 weeks.
It's definitely gonna cost more than that.
Yeah, Red Robin doesn't pay so
Unless we
quick.
get
Margaret!
I'm
Ann,
just saying.
Stop!
There will never be a time when we're
Gross.
ready. There will never be a time when we're ready. And he is of age, and he is part of you, and he came on to me the other day. And
What?
I should have left that last part out. He just said if you ever, switch sides. I'm not. I didn't switch sides for like 11 and a half minutes.
What?
Because
No.
that's all it would take.
How do you know it would take 11? I mode. You know why? Because my whole family is messed up. It's all of it. Don't do that.
It's okay. Your other mommy didn't want you.
Oh, my whole family is messed up, okay? I'm the most normal one in my group, and look at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
You don't want this.
And you are the most beautiful, wonderful piece of my life. Even if I did have sex with your brother.
3 weeks later, we were married, and then it was on the Vomit Comet over the Atlantic. We said I do, and then up chucked into his and hers vomit bags. It was great. We parachuted, and it was flying in, made a flying landing right there on the Cape Canaveral tarmac, because NASA doesn't do anything with that anymore. Stuck the landing, high five, slap butts, on the way to our first kid within 2 months. I like living fast.
Yeah, wait, that communications director, she had a spark or something. They made him like the Andrews sisters, the old days, right? Who'd have not? She got a little wasted, took the shuffleboard, lost a little heart, and ended up in my room. Thank God for little blue angels, huh? We ended up going around the Caribbean a few times.
We made it to South America.
Journey of a life.
I got in the raft for the first time. I didn't think it was a good idea for him to wear the heels just then. But I said, you know, live a little. We got in the raft and we were going up and down, and the water was splashing on my face. And I thought, this is life. This is how it was meant to be.
I just don't want one of those freakish kids, you know? Like, I can't help but think that if it was like my brother, and then he came out and he looked like me, right? Like, what if the kid comes out and he looks like me, and all I can do when I'm trying to discipline him is it'd be like a little me, like a weird Twilight Zone freak thing from the past. He loves my brother, man. That's really.
And that
I
one
mean, well, it was
moment,
just
my
one
life
time,
slows
and I guess
down
it
to
wouldn't be
one
so
moment.
bad.
It was terrific. It was a
I mean, you
time slows down.
gotta live sometime, right?
You gotta live sometime.
You gotta
You gotta
live
live
sometime.
sometime.
You gotta live sometime.
We are the ones your mother warned you about! Huh!